Welcome back into another episode of State of the Frogs, joined alongside our beloved Jamie Dixon, presented by Richard Rainwater. Coach, starting off looking at the last two games out, 60-54 win over West Virginia, then 90-78 win over Arizona State. What went well for you and company over that quick two-game homestand?
The defense was good. I mean, it was really good against West Virginia. Same thing with the Arizona State game. Offensively, we have gotten better in the second half each game. Low turnovers in both. So, some things we can be better. It's two great wins. There's no question about it. Two teams that are right there. I mean, our league has got every team is really an NCAA tournament team. It's just who's going to come up with the wins, and someone has to lose in this conference, and that's the battle. So we got it done. Those two games, home games, obviously have to. But defense was the constant, and we just got to keep getting a little better offensively, which we have in the second half. It'd be nice to get off to a good start, make some shots early, and I'm hoping that's the next game.
K-State, Texas Tech, Cincinnati. How important is this final stretch of the season?
Well, they're all important but it's just that more eyes are on it. More it becomes when you only have so many opportunities to build your resume, and obviously we know where we're at, that we're in now. But things happen, and bids are stolen, and you got to win games, and so it's. I mean, every game. The thing is, it's funny. You win a game. But now that you've had 30 games on your resume, you don't jump as you were early in the year. So the reality is the jump is hard to make, or the drop, but every game counts the same. It's just over a matter of time. And so this game is just as important as a game in November, but obviously we know where the stakes are.
Let's jump back to Arizona State real quick.
Yeah.
I know a little scuffle on that sideline, right?
Yeah.
We saw the great picture. You're smiling. You're composed. Take me through that moment, and then what is a moment like that? How does that intensify that game?
Well, I thought it was pretty intense anyways. You had two teams that are playing hard. I saw they were like first four out or something going into the game. So, it's just it's our league. It's the stakes. It's all kinds of things. And really, as we know, basketball fights are the most non-violent fights or football, because they're hitting each other with pads and helmets on. So I don't know what can happen there. But usually it's just everybody just tries to not back down, and it was. I mean, nothing didn't impact the game, and we moved on. So that's what we wanted to do. I thought I thought Brock handled it well, and that was an important thing.
I know how you talk about the Big 12 week after week. You're playing dudes who are top of their conferences and top of the nation. How important do those games in the Big 12 come when March now just around the corner?
Well, that's for the committee to figure out. And, they've always talked about quad one wins, and we're up there in quad one wins. And, we've got a few losses with them. But I like the part that we have non-conference ones, and those are hard to come by because they're just hard to schedule. So we've got the two with Wisconsin and Florida. So those stand out. And you go and beat, it speaks to our conference when you go and beat two teams like Florida's up, I think, 3 games in the SEC, and we beat them on a neutral court. So, again, it just reflects what we all know, that the Big 12 has been the strongest conference over the years, and we got to find ways to get wins. And like I just said earlier, every game matters. It's really the same by the numbers, but I think those quad one wins mean a little more to the eye test.
We got Brock Harding in the hot seat next. How important is he as the conductor of this TCU offense?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's, and obviously point guard's the key position in almost every instance, and how you play. And we really wanted a guard that gets out and distributes and is a pass-first guy, and that's what he is. And we've really, but at the same time, I've really talked to him about defense. That's where we really think that he can be a factor. And he's smaller, obviously, but I think at times he used that as an opportunity to gamble or try to make some plays, but really he doesn't have to. He's just got to be solid, do the right things, and use constant ball pressure out front. And that's what the message we want to get, because there's going to be some games you don't make shots and things where the offense doesn't, but we got to have that constant. And I think he's really headed in that direction with it. And offensively, you just keep making good decisions. It's 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. So that's good, and he could be better, shoot a little better. But that's what he's a junior. The best guards in this country or in our league are seniors. So we've seen progress. He's improved a lot since last year, and then we just got to keep progressing this year as well.
All right, well, stick around after this quick break. We got the TCU point guard Brock Harding on deck.
You hate the rain? Yeah. How can anyone hate the rain?
So rainwater, why is it the best? Well, it comes from heaven, the sky. It literally never touches the ground. We catch it before it hits the ground. And as soon as rainwater hits the ground, it becomes groundwater. That's what all the other water is that you buy at the store or is coming out of your tap at your house. It's groundwater. And the moment water is in the ground, it starts to absorb everything, good and bad, salts, minerals, chemicals. Rainwater avoids all that. So we tank it before it touches the ground. Cleaning it is just a breeze because it has no sediment or no impurities in it. It is absolutely the cleanest, purest water you can drink. The most naturally sweet, sustainable source of pure water, fresh water on earth.
Back inside, we're now joined alongside Brock Harding. Brock, we'll start from the top, right? Local legend in Illinois. Before even stepping foot on a collegiate hardwood, 2023 Mr. Basketball from Illinois, right? Where did you fall in love with the game?
I'd say growing up, I played a lot of sports. Came from a really sports-based family. Everybody in my family played. Really more baseball-based, my family was. My dad played baseball. Grandpa coached at a high level. Brother played collegiate baseball. So it was really... First love was baseball, and then kind of around middle school, I started playing AAU and really just kind of found that love for the game. Just loved everything about it, loved how quick-paced it was, just all the work that you could put into basketball, really when I found a love for it.
What was your recruiting process like, and why Iowa?
I'd say I had a little different recruiting process. Obviously, I'm not the biggest guy out there, so kind of tough to get that high major interest, especially at a younger age. I'd say my recruiting process kind of took off around sophomore summer AAU, started talking to some programs, and then my junior year I think I picked up around like 15 or so offers, all mid-major offers, but some of the top mid-major teams in the country. And then junior summer, high school summer, picked up my offer from Iowa, started talking to a couple of high major programs, and then just kind of felt like Iowa was the right fit for me, right play style, just a great place to be, close to home, and that's kind of why I chose there.
Well, now a Horned Frog. I remember last year I'm sitting there at the campus Chick-fil-A. I look at my phone, I see the TCU tweet, Brock Harding, TCU. And I'm looking the first time, I'm like, man, this guy's shifty. This guy's got handles. This guy knows how to lead the court. So why was TCU such a good fit?
I think it was just a no-brainer for me and my family. Just kind of everything the coaches talked about in the process. Coming down here, Fort Worth's a great city. That part's awesome. But, I mean, what it come down to in my process was really finding the best place that I could be me and play basketball. And the coaches talked about that in the recruiting process, and I'm really living that now. So I think it was a great choice for me, and I'm really happy with the decision I made.
Well, now in Funky Town, right? You're getting a little used to this place. How's classes going? How's the major? How's the city? What are your thoughts here?
For sure. School's good. A little different from Iowa. I was a way bigger school, state school, so a lot of students, a lot of online classes made life pretty easy. All in person here, but I think it's good to get to meet some new people, be around the campus, just kind of intermingle with students. So that part's been good. Fort Worth's a great city. I could see myself living down here in the future. It's just everything that you need is here. It's just a great people. All the people are welcoming. It's been great.
Well, Brock, game after game, I'm watching you sit on that baseline with the camera. You are working your tail off, blood, sweat, and tears. You leave everything on the floor. Post-game, when the guys are throwing around that stat sheet, what are you looking at?
Whether we won or lost, I think that's really what it comes down to, all the work we've put in as a group since June 1. The guys have really put everything out there. We left everything out there in the summer, and now is when it really means the most. We get later into the season, no time for worrying about what you did, whether this happened for you. It's kind of all about whether you make that tournament or not.
Well, it's safe to say that this team right now is found their identity. What did it take through the season, obviously, with the new landscape of NIL and college basketball, new guys in, guys out, but what did it take to find that identity?
For sure. I think we came in, we thought we were a really good team, had some really good off-season games, some good close scrimmages. We thought we had a lot of potential. I think we kind of let that get the best of us. Started the season with some woes, had some really big highs, came back to the woes, just up and down. I think we really found our identity as a team that plays hard, going to play harder than you. We're not the biggest team, one of the smallest teams in college basketball, I'm pretty sure, Division I, and we have been beating teams on the rebounding. Our bigs have been great about kind of just knowing they're going to play harder than you, kind of bully you, just kind of have that identity, and then other than that, guys are just going to play harder, and we're just going to make sure that it's a tough night playing TCU.
I talked to Coach about this. Big 12 smallest team, right? Youngest team, but you can see there's so much heart in this team. Where does that drive and passion come from?
I think it comes from the workouts we had this summer, the meetings we had as a team, just hanging out with the guys off the court. Everybody just really likes being on this team, likes being around each other, and you can kind of see that when we play. It's not, I'm not scoring tonight, so tonight's a bad night for me. It's, this guy's going crazy tonight. This guy's going to make us win the game. You can see it on the bench. You can see it on the guys on the floor. Nobody really cares what happens as long as we win the game, and everybody's having fun.
Well, we can also see it from you. When you look at your stat sheet, right? Points, whatever, but you look at the assists. Obviously, you're one of the great assist men, eyes on the back of your head, and you've showcased that throughout the season and the steals, that important role that you're embracing on this TCU team, it's like the heartbeat of that team.
For sure. I mean, I know that that's kind of my job as a pure point guard, kind of make sure everybody's feeling good, make sure guys get the ball in the right spots, really making sure that I focus on the defensive end. Coach has been preaching to me that that's kind of really where I can affect the game more, and I've been locking in on that a little bit more. And scoring comes when it comes. Spots open up for me to score the ball, but I know that that's not who I am as a player or what I need to be.
Right now, Frogs on the bubble, March just around the corner. Where do you see the ceiling of this team being at?
I think the ceiling's whatever we make it. We've been really good about taking it one game at a time. I think we got to keep doing that. We got 3 games left in the season. Got to make sure we take it one step at a time. Can't look forward, can't look back. Just kind of control what we can control and keep that same mindset going into March.
Brock, you're a junior, still got another year. What does that next chapter, that unwritten chapter, look like for you?
I think we have a great chance to make some history here this season, end the regular season on a high note, make the tournament, make a little run in the tournament. And I think with the guys that we got coming back and the people we got coming now, I think just a floor for what we have next season coming.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Brock. Brock Harding with us for State of the Frogs, presented by Richards Rainwater. We'll be right back again with head coach Jamie Dixon, talking next time up.
Welcome to the Squire Shop.
We are locally owned and operated since 1994.
We specialize in the finest men's clothing that the market has to offer at affordable prices with unbelievable service.
We do custom clothing all the way to more casual, Peter Millar, Johnny O, kind of everything. Well, my dad's the owner, so I've been around retail my whole life. Oh, it's great. I mean, it's the best boss I'll ever have. I know that.
We love our TCU community. They have been so good to us. Come see us today. Go Frogs!
Welcome back in TCU's basketball offices. Thank you to Brock Harding for joining us. Coach, K-State now up next in Manhattan. Talk to me a little about what you're seeing from those guys.
3 guards that can score the basketball, a lot of freedom, a lot of ball screens. We've got to do a great job covering those. Our team defense has got to be elite. And then offensively, first game we struggled against them at our place. And I think we're a better team offensively now. We're doing a better job. 7 turnovers versus Arizona State. Good shots for the most part, and handled the press well. So I think we're a better team. I think we're better in the half court. We've got to get good shots. We've got to continue progressing. Got to make free throws once we pound it inside, which we do. We do well. Just a little better find in the open man versus some double teams and on some drives. That's the improvement.
Well, Coach, the luxury of playing a team twice in 1 year is you kind of get to understand them. Now you're playing Kansas State again, however, different coach.
Yeah, well, I didn't think of it that way. And know them both. Actually, known this guy, Coach Driscoll, for a long time. He's from Pittsburgh originally, so we go way, way back. And so didn't think of that, Cam. I just you brought that up and caught me off guard. But I think of the team, the players, and I think he was running the offense before Coach Driscoll. So in my mind, there's not going to be too much of a change.
Well, you mentioned how important that these last games are. Texas Tech on the road, a ranked team. I know you've played several ranked teams, but what does that game in particular represent?
Well, every game. I mean, we got 3 left, and really they all represent. They mean the same, but in the numbers. But the eye test, a ranked team, just means something, like we said earlier. And so some may take it more, and it can affect your seed. It can affect where you're looked at. So yeah, I mean, I just want to be the team that's continuing to get better. And I think we've won 5 out of 6, and in this conference, which is hard to do. And I think the momentum means the most. And if we can continue winning games like this, I think you see a team that where they started and where they're at, a whole different story.
Well, post-game Arizona State, we talked to you of how you guys got through to that win, defense, right? So what do you need to see from your defense continuing
Well, this team is going to be ball screens again. We want to guard that out front. Their guards are very a lot of freedom. They're going to attack, and we don't want to give up any transition. And usually that's taking care of the basketball, which we need to do. But again, offensively balance. We want to go inside. They've had some trouble with people scoring inside on them, and but we also know they're going to double team and dig down. We got to find the open guy. So we're getting there. I think we're on the verge offensively from a slow start and realigning our offense and our positions, really, who was playing. So I think we're progressing, and I look for our best offense of the year down these last 3 games.
Coach, youngest and smallest team in the Big 12, but can you talk about the heart in this roster?
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten better, so that's another good sign of it. But it's you want to be old, you want to be big. Well, it costs, and that's the story of basketball. But I think defensively we've kind of surprised people by how. Those two things usually lead to great defense. We're a very good defensive team because of how hard we play, how intense, our attention to detail, which can be better, but it's good. And so we've really tried to pride ourselves in our defense, be that the constant. The rebounding has gotten better too, which we haven't talked about. Again, rebounding has been big in these wins, this winning streak. So those things have to be the constant. And just like I said, offensively, I think we can shoot it better than we have. I think we can get better shots than we have, and we're trending the right way in these last couple weeks.
Well, next up for TCU, 5:30 p.m. tip in Manhattan. This has been your State of the Frogs with head coach Jamie Dixon and Brock Harding, presented by Richards Rainwater. Go Frogs.